from the guys that brought you Butt Go 6 and 14.
Keep talking, Kimberly.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. That's my thing.
Darn Fergan drinking geesin'.
I don't know what that means, but I like it.
Must be French.
I am everything. I am the Alpha and Omega, the A to Z on the fucking internet. No. Cute doesn't belong on the internet. I belong on the internet.
It's scary.
I know.
Scary. Shut the fuck up, Thomas.
Whoa. Oh, hi, Mark.
It's Hanging from the Balcony with Sir Jared, the Professor, Nathan Betts, Miss Professor, and Thomas the Doubter.
Oh, man, let's go up here. There we go.
There we go. And record.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another podcast of Hanging from the Balcony. Me, at Sir Jared on Twitter, at Nathan L. Betts on the Twitter.
Hey!
We got Lewis, we got Kim,
Hello.
we got Thomas.
Oh, that's too slow.
Hello! Hello!
It's me, the Professor.
Wow, this is our podcast. We talk about movies, more movies. Let's get right into her.
Ooh, that's my favorite part.
Said.
We're gonna John Hamm into her.
Yeah.
With what is it, Jack Ryan?
Yeah, we went and saw Jack Ryan's Shadowhunter.
Yeah, we did.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we sure did.
We did. We saw the shit out of that
Oh,
movie.
did you?
With Chris Pine. And, what's his
Natalie
head?
Portman. No, who's in it?
No, Keira
Keira
Knightley. And
McNugget.
My God.
What happened?
Kevin Costner. I knew there was someone else.
I want what they're having.
Did you guys see the commercial for it?
Yes.
It looked like a rockin' good
Yeah,
time.
it looked like twists and turns and full of excitement, and
Yeah.
maybe Keira Knightley's bad person, and
in the
Kevin
commercial,
Costner's
they're
got
like,
secrets.
Never know who you can
And you're
trust.
like, Jack Ryan jumps out of the back of a van.
Kenneth Branagh.
And Kenneth Branagh, what a bad guy. He's really
like, I am Russian. You don't.
This-
you rude to me.
this-
I'm Russian.
was way more exciting than the movie.
Yeah,
what
we
we're
just-
doing right
we-
now
we were
was
way-
way better than the movie.
There's no twist.
No twist.
There's one
no
twist.
turns.
If you've watched the preview, in the preview it shows
Big
a huge black guy with a gun shooting at Jack Ryan
in a bathroom,
and Jack
then
Ryan
he,
fights
hits
him
his
in the
head on
bathroom
sink.
and smashes him into the and he beats him. And then he gets on the phone and goes, "I've just been attacked and I barely killed that guy." So the only twist, like the only possible surprise in the movie, is the big black guy's like, "I'm your chauffeur.
yeah,
I'm
he
here
comes
to
to
help
the
you."
airport and picks
then
him
he
up.
sneaks out a gun and shoots and barely misses, and then they have a fight. So that is the only twist in the movie, and it's in the preview.
Yeah.
Ew.
Ruined.
Gross.
Yeah.
Well,
What's with Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley being in everything?
the same person. That's
Yeah.
why.
So Keira Knightley has this thing.
Oh, she's got a mouth thing. It's horrible.
I think when she was like young, she would do something with her mouth like little girls do, or they're like, "Ee," and everyone would go, "Oh, you're so cute." So she does that all the time still. Like it looks like she's a little girl going, "Ee." And I'm like, why is she doing that? She's got a weird underbite.
Don't they call that
does.
method acting?
Yeah, man, just be like, and feel it like you're cute.
The only scene that I really liked was the scene that she had
Is it
at
this thing?
a dinner.
Yeah, I think she's got an underbite.
No, that's
She does
like
have
a
an
little.
underbite.
She has
Because
an
when you
underbite.
look at her, look in that picture, like you can kind of see that she's
Yeah,
kind of.
she does. She has an
Holding
Go to
it
one
in.
where you can see her teeth, though.
She doesn't do poses with her teeth.
Oh.
Well,
That's
where
not
she's holding her
Teeth,
teeth
right
together.
there.
Yeah, that's it. It's the bottom chin jaw.
Right here.
It's just an under.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
see.
her like. It's like her lower teeth are like farther
Yeah.
under her lip, so she's got to like
Well-
show it.
But it's not necessarily unattractive or whatever. It's just that it
Yeah,
makes her
kind-
look like a girl. It doesn't
kinda
make her look
gotta-
like a woman.
yeah.
It makes her look
Yeah.
like a little girl.
I kind of got a thing for underbites. I don't know what it is.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it starts to feel like she's...
She does a lot of this.
Yeah.
Not that. She's
I
not
don't
even
know.
really. She's not sexy in this movie. She's just this girlfriend of Jack Ryan who's keeping secrets from her because he works for the CIA, and then she just wants to know stuff, and that's it.
2 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, 2 out of 5. It was fine. We were in a packed theater. People.
No, it wasn't packed. It's done really
It
poorly.
was packed.
It
We had to
was,
sit
but-
next to people. I had to sit next to somebody.
Did we have to sit?
Yeah,
there?
I sat next to Monica.
They're probably all.
But you always sit
women's.
next to people in the theater.
No,
can
we
go-
don't.
You can go in there by yourself, and one person comes in, and
No.
one person comes in, and they'll sit right next to
Oh
you
my
for
god,
some reason.
yes,
won't
that
do
is
that.
so fucking true.
Do it. Go a half hour
but we
early and
had
just
to.
sit there, and you'll see everyone will sit around you, and then slowly work their
Yeah.
way out.
It's
I
true.
don't know.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know what it is about our town, but that happens to me every time too.
Same here. It's
Yeah.
So
creepy.
annoying.
So this movie was supposed to be a reboot of the Jack
It
Ryan
was.
franchise, which if you've ever seen
Which I
Hunt for
still
Red
need to see.
October or Patriot Games or Clear and Present Danger, those are all Jack Ryan movies, each with a different actor. But this had the
Oh,
worst.
no. Harrison Ford's the same, and
2 of them.
Oh, is he in
Prison
two?
Danger,
And then he was who was
Well,
he?
what was the one with Ben Affleck? If it's not Clear and Present
That's
Danger.
Some of All Fears.
Oh, Some of All Fears. Okay, so 2 Harrison Fords,
And then
1 Alec Baldwin, 1 Ben Affleck, and now Chris Pine. And they.
Isn't it Prime?
It is Pine.
Chris Pine.
Why Prime?
He's
I know.
adding ours to
It's here in
everything.
Optimus Prime.
'Cause he's pulling in Nick Kroll.
I'm gonna start adding
From the Kroll
R's to
Show.
everything. So
No, but this was
It didn't do well.
Was mediocre. And there was this moment where I thought that the whole thing wanted to be like James Bond, because he says, "Oh, the name's." He walks into the freaking White House, the Oval Office,
The
and,
name's
and,
Ryan.
and as the door
Jack
shuts, we see
Ryan.
him shake. He did that. He said that. The name's Ryan, Jack Ryan, and I'm like, what? What is this?
The name's Reacher. Jack Reacher.
yeah,
I'm supposed to be 6'2".
it's not like if you watched it on Watch Instantly, you wouldn't be
Disappointed.
disappointed.
No, it's like a
You'd be
fine
"Oh, that's
movie.
fine."
It's average, but it's
It's
not
average.
going to
It's
go.
just way
it's
too
not
average.
theater movie.
Especially for trying to
Yeah.
invigorate a
And
franchise.
you got a
start
big
from
name
fresh.
with
Yeah.
Chris Pine. He's
And Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
Kids love Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
He's Kevin Costner and Prayer Nightly. Okay, we also saw Dallas Buyers Club.
Yes, we did.
That was better.
We were excited that it came to our
What's that?
theater. Dallas
never even
Buyers
heard of
Club
it.
is about a hustler in 1985 who realizes he's in later stages of AIDS, and he's a heterosexual guy.
That's the one with Matthew McConaughey, yeah, where he
Yeah,
got
Matthew
really scrawny.
McConaughey's the main
Whoa,
guy, and then
Jared
Jared Leto
Leto
plays
terrible.
a cross-dresser, a gay man, whom he meets and goes into business with shuttling drugs from other countries into America and giving people drug treatments that are helping them essentially deal with AIDS so they can live longer,
He
happier
just
lives.
looks terrible here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
They both
go
lost
down a few.
amazing
See the one where he's the
amounts of
mustache? Yeah,
weight.
that one.
Right here?
No.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's what he looks like throughout the movie.
Oh,
It's-
so bad.
Their performances were stellar,
Yeah.
by the way.
He does a great job.
Amazing.
In fact, I don't know
That's-
if they'll win or not, but
that's-
if those two win for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor, I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah,
they
same
did,
here.
They did an excellent job. The
Excellent.
movie itself was informative, and it kind of opened up your eyes to some of the problems that we face with like regulations and how medicine is and pharmaceuticals are handled in our country. But all that aside,
Oh man.
the acting, yeah, and the fact that they lost 40 pounds.
I mean, just look at that. That's so heartbreaking because he's so good looking here and so hauntingly, deathly looking here.
And
Yeah,
that's
and
the
here.
point.
that's
is
the
that
point,
they're,
man. When you get
Yeah.
like, I mean,
Right.
they just get sick, you know.
Yeah.
So, but their performances are solid.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. Look at that. Good lord.
Yeah.
So, how do you do that without being like harmful to your body?
no, it's harmful.
You
Is
do
it?
it, and it's very short. I think the filming for it was between a month and 2 months, and so they just lost the weight really quickly, kept it off, and then
So what do you do?
Got
Just like
better.
eat an apple a day and call it good?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
you
they
just starve
starve
yourself.
Oh my god. Ugh.
You know, Christian Bale did that in The Machinist.
Yeah.
And
He did the
Yeah.
same thing in that Vietnam.
and then he
movie,
did it in
too.
Rescue
Yeah.
Dawn. And here's
Yeah.
the thing with Christian Bale: that his is much more dangerous because he'll do a Batman at 200 pounds, and then he does The Machinist at 130.
Oh my god.
And then he does Dark Knight at 210,
Oh.
and then he does Rescue Dawn at 140, and then he does Dark Knight Rises at 220.
Good
So he's got these huge fluctuations
Oh my
each time
God,
of
yeah.
about 70 pounds. And people are like, man, Christian Bale lost his shit at that guy because he was walking in the way, and he, I don't know if you remember when he was filming,
Yeah.
he went nuts.
Yeah, you think he's
You think
Yeah.
he's on
fucking
fucking
starving?
steroids?
Yeah.
No, the guy's using steroids to get back up to his size. There's
Yeah.
no way you gain 70
Yeah.
pounds of muscle in 2 months
Yeah.
otherwise.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, look, that's shocking.
I'll say this for McConaughey. I thought he was actually really, really good in that Dragon movie from 18 years ago. I thought he was
Rain of
really
Fire.
good,
Rain
like
of Fire.
legitimately good.
The saddest ending to that character
Ever.
Yeah.
But I came out of it going, I know that was a silly, stupid movie, but McConaughey was really good. And then he did like 12 bullshit movies in a row. Failure to Launch and My Girlfriend's Not Your Boyfriend. I don't know.
Well, that's
Yeah.
probably why we noticed.
Yeah.
And everyone is like, all he does is bullshit. And
Right.
then the last 2 years, like everything he does is a quality film. This one where he's probably going to hopefully win an Oscar. He did Mud. He's now in that HBO True Detectives with Woody Harrelson, which everyone is reviewing it with like top grades.
Yeah.
They're all saying A+.
He was pretty good in Bernie.
Bernie,
Bernie.
there's another good one. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think he's great in Bernie. So
He's like a real.
and there's Jared Leto,
Oh yeah.
fat when he
when
played.
he did the murder.
Where
He played the guy that killed
Yeah,
John Lennon.
John
I
Lennon.
can't see what you're pointing
It's
at, Lewis.
towards the bottom middle.
Right there.
That's him?
That's
Yeah.
him.
Good lord.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And that's not a suit, that's him?
Oh, that's
that's
him.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
he
that's him.
He plays John Mark Chapman, the guy who killed John Lennon.
Yeah.
What ice cream?
Is that his name,
No
John
kidding.
Mark, or is it just Mark Chapman? I can't
I don't
remember.
know
I'm
about the
adding
name.
John's
Who
to
else?
everything.
Gary Oldman did it too to do the when he played the Sex
But it-
Pistols bassist dude that killed himself with heroin.
Oh, Sid Vicious.
yeah, Sid and Nancy.
Did he lose
He
a bunch
lost
of
a
weight for
shit
that?
ton.
Oh, when
Wait for
is
that.
he gonna get an award?
Yeah, he's kind of been overlooked for some of the
They just
stuff he's
finally
done.
gave DiCaprio something.
Yeah.
Fine, that guy.
Jonah Hill has been nominated twice for an Oscar. Gary Oldman's been nominated once,
Oh my god.
and that was
It's a travesty.
That's got to make him
Hands
just want
down.
to
not even for his best movie,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like the Taylor
Oh,
Tinker
and-
Soldier Spy was okay. It was actually kind of confusing and poorly
Yeah.
made. He was good, but
Huh,
And then
that's
you
too
get
bad.
Chris Cooper. We've talked a lot about Chris Cooper. People
Yeah,
don't
Chris
even
Cooper's
know he's
good.
an
best actor in Hollywood,
Yeah,
Chris Cooper.
probably.
No
'cause
one
he's
knows
a
who the fuck he
chameleon.
is.
He doesn't have like an actor
I have
persona.
no idea who he is.
Chris Cooper's from American Beauty, right?
Yeah,
He's
I
also
thought- I
more
thought we-
recently in August Osage County.
I thought
which-
we agreed Christoph Waltz or whatever his name is.
Christoph
Christoph
I know what you're
Waltz.
talking about.
Isn't he the Goblin? He or
yeah.
Oh.
He's in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. as
yeah, he's
Osborn.
Yeah, he's the Osborn.
Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
does
the reboot?
anything.
But like Chris Cooper can play a villain, a hero, a sweet guy, a mean guy.
He falls into the character so well, you don't see him as an actor.
Right. Every time he's
And
in a
that's
new movie,
amazing.
you're just
Varsity
like,
Blues. He played the dad.
yeah, he's in all sorts
He's
of
in
stuff,
everything.
and
He
you,
just
you always
gets
are like,
jobs
oh,
all
there's
the
that
time.
guy.
Yeah, there's that guy.
But I think a real actor like Chris Cooper
Alan Cumming and Chris Cooper.
can play anybody.
What's that?
They're getting a little close.
Yeah, I
Right
want
here?
to see that. I love Alan Cumming.
Antonio and Sebastian in The Tempest.
Oh, see, it's Shakespeare.
Ah, brilliant. Of course, it's coming with Shakespeare. Ugh,
Alan Cumming loves
get that
Shakespeare.
Scottish accent.
Anyway, that's what we saw.
Yeah.
What did... No, you didn't see anything, right, Nathan?
I know. I've been getting move stuff getting going, so sorry I missed. I
So,
missed out
Thomas,
this
what
time.
did you see?
I saw. What did I see?
Justice League.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, you watched that one.
Yeah, there's a new animated Justice
wasn't-
League
I
movie
wasn't sure.
out.
Was it the Apocalypse one?
No, it's called War.
It's. I saw the trailer for it. I wasn't sure on it.
It's based off of the new DC Comics, the New 52 or whatever. It's entertaining. It's got some great lines. A lot of them taken actually right out of the comic book. The first few issues actually weren't terrible, and it kind of gives a new twist on. They kind of before they're quote unquote popular, as far as the world still sees them as kind of
Villains.
Threats.
Yeah.
Oh.
and Superman's relatively young, and so he's not the good old Boy Scout. He's kind of arrogant. He can get emotional, and Wonder Woman's just coming to America as a envoy from her island.
Amazonia.
Yeah.
Does she have an accent?
No. No, and she's actually, her character's somewhat disappointing. I mean, she does kick ass, but she's kind of stale compared to the other characters. Batman, half the people don't even know he exists. Like, that's... But anyways, it's well animated. It's really fast paced. So if you want to watch something that just gets into the thick of things, and for some really...
Is that what's his nose?
Darkseid.
Darkseid. And Darkseid is scary.
Is this a movie or is it a
it's a
series?
It's a DC movie.
Yeah,
the
it's
one
3
with the
hours.
animated
It's like
movies.
2 something. It's 2 hours
Is it really?
and something. Yeah.
Boy, it went by fast.
Where did you get it to watch it?
Xbox Live has
Yeah, I was
it.
gonna
I know
say,
that.
I think you can rent it or see it on most online stuff. I think.
Did you buy it? You had to buy it.
I just rented it, and no, it was good though. I mean, it's mostly a lot of cool action, but it had some decent lines in it. Nothing too deep or anything like that. But if you just want something fast paced, then I'd say watch it. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
They do have a teaser during the credits for, I'm assuming, another movie based on that same world. But
okay.
yeah, there's not like a lot I can say about it besides it's fun. But
DC does cartoon movies really well.
Very well, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Very,
they're
very
so
well.
good at cartoon movies and so bad at live action.
yeah, got me.
Because you can do more of the actual character in the cartoon, I think. And when they do the live action, they're wanting to throw in random garbage.
Do you think it's because like Ryan Reynolds is like, I think there should be a scene where I'm boning,
Yeah.
right? Because in the cartoon, there's never the scene where Hal Jordan's like, "Hey, Flyboy, let's go back to my apartment and find a pan."
See my big green dong.
That's,
Well, it's also
that's the
because-
problem with Hal Jordan. He's not a very strong character.
Well, and the cartoons and like the comics, the love story is just kind of in there randomly, while the movies like they focus around a love story,
Yeah.
and it just makes it kind of just shit.
Which
It's not actually focusing around
not
the character; it's focusing around
it's
him
not,
trying
well,
to get the girl.
It's
to
not
like
necessary,
him and accept him for being what he is now as a superhero.
And I think people forget that there's successful ways to pull off a movie that doesn't have to revolve around a love story every single time. We're looking your way, Avengers #1, and I'm sure Avengers 2 will probably do something similar, hopefully. But you don't have to have a love story for us to be interested in it.
Yeah, in this,
That's true.
they even kind of allude to where Superman and Wonder Woman kind of see each other for the first time, and they're kind of like, hey, like, what's up, hot stuff? You're strong as I am, and you're the opposite sex. Like, they don't go into some, like, little drab love story, though. It's just like...
Or they're going to make Wonder Woman be
You
like...
look like a perfectly fine specimen.
Yeah, exactly.
Or they're going to make Wonder Woman
Okay.
turn into like a
Well,
girl
when
like,
they
"Oh,
first-
you're strong."
When they first see each other, Superman's holding Air Force One with
Oh
one
my
hand, of
God.
course, and he's punching and lasering aliens coming at him. And then you see Wonder Woman like hang upside down and look right at him, and then aliens come around and she just slices them to bits. And they're just kind of like, "You're strong." And then yeah, exactly. And that's that. You know,
I just imagine that Thomas, when he's out meeting hot chicks, he says, "What's up, hot stuff?"
Sub hot stuff.
That's great.
afraid not.
Because I'll tell you what, that would work.
Fuck up, Thomas.
No, that shit would work. I'm sorry. You think that's
So,
okay?
and then lick your lower lip. And then the other movie I watched was Prisoners.
oh, we've all seen it except for Nathan.
Except for me. Yeah, I
What'd
saw
you
it.
think? What'd you think?
It's
Too much hype?
It's it's good. It's
Good.
a roller coaster though. Like it was stressing me out as I was watching it.
Yeah.
As far as
Yeah.
they do a good job of putting you kind of in the mindset of each character too.
Mhm.
It's I like.
Most of the characters in that film, I think, are legitimate people.
Yeah, and they
right?
weren't like stuff was happening, but it wasn't like something that someone wouldn't do.
Mhm.
Like Hugh Jackman's character, you get like even from when they introduced him that he would be the type of guy who would take that extra step over that line to make sure his daughter's safe or whatever.
I think that's the point of the movie. In the very first scene, he says to his son, when the system breaks down, when Walmart stops getting bread and so forth, you have to be ready to take care of yourself and do things for yourself. And then something terrible happens to his family. His kid gets kidnapped, and the system isn't working. So he takes matters into his own hands, and it doesn't necessarily work that way. And so his lesson or his journey is to realize that philosophy, it's me against the world. Maybe that's not the best philosophy.
But, I mean, there's that, but I could see it both ways when I watched this movie. As far as, like...
It handles things really well, right?
Yeah, like, they don't make anyone out there to be a bad guy, even if what they are doing seems lousy. Mm-hmm. It's people doing what people would do in those kind of circurstances. And
what'd you think of what's the cop's name?
Gyllenhaal.
Oh god,
Yeah.
he's a good kid. No, at first I'm like, okay, this eye twitch thing. And he just made it work. Especially he did it at the right. Like you could tell when he was stressed, even without saying it. How annoyed he was with the situation, dealing with people, victims' families. I mean, as far as letting someone go, his scumbag boss, not, Yeah, we have someone watching him. Nope. And then they do such a great job as far as the whole time until the end. You're wondering, like, does he know something? Mm-hmm. And they do little hints here and there where it could go either way. You're like, oh, he could. No, never mind. Like, there's another. Yeah, they just.
And then at the end was completely threw me off guard.
Yeah.
Didn't see it coming at all.
That was kind of my one complaint. Not the necessarily ending. Like, I accept, like, the very ending. But where Hugh Jackman was, I'd assume after they figured out what this house or who was involved with the kidnappings that they would have, like... how they took that van and scrubbed it down. Scrubbed it down and did everything. I assume they'd take the car.
Well, theoretically, maybe they would the next day or the day after that. But it's late at night. They've got their thing. So for the night, we're going to just leave. Yeah.
I'm hoping that's, like, I was like, what? Why
and they don't expect what has happened. Like, they don't know
that's true.
The thing. That's just like, well, it's a place where something bad happened. Like, that's all that they're thinking. Well, they're not thinking that there's...
Kim made the point that Maria Bello, who's a really good actress, she plays the wife of Hugh Jackman. Her character is kind of one note. She gets depressed and just gets drunk and sits in a room and is sad all
all drugged up.
Takes pills.
Yeah, and that character gets boring. It's really hard to feel bad for that character because you're just... like,
giving up.
You're like, stop taking drugs and do something
maybe
useful.
it was a waste of talent, but I didn't like say, oh, well, she wouldn't.
She didn't do a bad job, and it's true that it could happen. It just felt like maybe there could have been more to that character.
The good thing is that everyone else's performance wasn't wasted. Like Hugh Jackman, oh my god, you can just like see the grief and anger like throughout that movie. And then, obviously, the stress on the Jake Gyllenhaal, like, it's just there. And, like, if you're like me and if I start getting emotionally involved, I start feeling that weight and that stress. And I'm just kind of, like, exhausted by the time the movie's over.
Yeah.
But, no, I enjoyed it. It's great.
So far, we're 4 for 4. Nathan, you're the only one that needs to see.
I know. I got to get a hold of that somehow.
Well, I don't know when is it released?
I got it on Redbox.
Sweet.
This is how we feel about you not seeing it.
I love that. That's great.
All right.
Good
Jared,
job.
you saw some movies, didn't you?
You're gonna have to play that again because I watched Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How about?
Yes.
Or wait. How about a?
Shut the fuck up, Tom.
I didn't say that.
Hansel and Gretel.
Why
Was
excellent. Yeah, I know, Jared. I watched it too.
It's so bad, but I found it somewhat entertaining.
Yeah,
sure.
Like, it was just okay, absolutely. Like, I get it. I get what you're going for. If I was 13 again, I'd be like, that was fun and exciting.
Yeah.
But
So
as an
bad.
adult, I'm like, this is awful garbage.
They're supposed to be such good witch hunters, and
And
all
they're
they
not.
do
They're
is
getting
get dragged around
dragged
constantly.
And they
Heads through rocks. Like,
Wha-
they bonk rocks.
And you're like, you're not
yeah,
superheroes.
yeah.
Dead.
Dead.
He
Every
flat
time.
hits like a boulder and
With
it's
his
just like,
forehead
whoa,
at 50
yeah.
miles an hour, and he's like, oh, I'm
And
dazed.
they somehow have this like training where they can, shoot shit from 40 feet away
Yeah.
with a bow and arrow while it's moving through trees. Like, it doesn't make sense with no
Yeah.
like teacher, I guess.
Well,
And they-
it
yeah.
was.
What
I mean,
the
that's beside the
fuck
point.
is
it's
this?
Just horrible.
It's
It's
a
a gun.
shotgun.
They had guns back then.
Yeah, it's a shotgun.
No, I'm just saying that is ridiculous.
It's a
looking.
witch.
Yeah, it's a
Killing
shotgun,
shotgun.
thing that
Like,
like it also folds
It's
up and
which
You know what it
pocket
looks?
shooter.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a revolver that's like made for somebody that's 24 feet tall.
yeah, pretty much.
24 feet tall.
I got
Specific
it.
number.
I got it. Yeah, specific.
Yeah, it was.
I want to ask you. You guys saw it more recently. I remember there was a scene where they fell through the floor. It was about 2/3 of the way through, and either she or he fell through the floor, and then they were kind of on top of each other at one moment, and there was like major sexual
Yeah.
tension going on,
There
and
is-
their brother and sister.
Yeah, there is
and
throughout the whole film.
thing. There's this
So,
tension.
what
That's
if-
really
Except
strange.
he does bone that one girl.
What
does-
if, the witch, the good witch.
The good witch in the
Yeah.
pond.
What?
But they're
What if they're just actually IRL, just attracted to each other, and they
Femke
just couldn't hide it?
Janssen.
Yeah.
Janssen!
It's fine
Derek
if they want
Young's
to,
favorite
but they
person.
want it to be a PG-13 Hansel and
Yeah.
Gretel brother and sister kicking ass, not fucking each other. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
well, there is when he's like passed out underneath her on the bed, and like she like holds his hand, like oh, scared because she's having like nightmares because she's having the vision. thing.
yeah.
And there is with that, like, why are you sleeping in the same bed with your sister?
Naked.
Yeah,
Inside
she's
her.
she's not very well dressed. Yeah, you're John Hamm
Did we
hanging out
mention
with your
this,
sister.
this took place in Louisiana, so
Well, okay, that's fine. Alabama witch hunters.
So that's how it is in their family. That's
But
a
yeah,
Ferris
it was-
Bueller quote.
so you liked it?
It
5 out
was
of 5.
it was a terrible movie. I gave it a 4 out of 10.
what the?
Oh.
I'm going leaning
4
on
out of 10's fine.
because I'm
That's
being
2 out of 5.
But
because
you give other movies that you like 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
This was a 4 out of 10. Like your scale goes from 4 to 5 out of 10.
I haven't
That's like
I
all
haven't
you
given
ever
good
get.
movies 5 out of 10. I gave it a 4 out of 10 because I was sadly entertained with it. It could have been the mood that I was in when
And
I
because
watched
No,
it.
the camera was in
rating's fine.
focus.
I was just, in comparison to your other ratings, that's all I was saying, was it seems a little...
She's cute, so there's that.
Gemma, or Gamma, whatever her
I
name
don't know her name.
is. Gemma.
It's pronounced-
Archer.
I thought she looked better as the witch.
She was in the Prince of Persia with Gyllenhaals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the first movie we saw her in.
Yeah.
What else did you see, Jared?
Did you see this?
What else I watched? Oh yeah, I watched Hell Baby. It was for free on the weekend for Xbox,
Looks promising.
and
That's the one
Is that what's his name?
Rob Corddry.
Yeah, Rob Corddry.
It's,
Oh,
it's
is this,
filled. It's
comedy?
filled with
This is
It's
the
all
one with
comedy.
the-
It's got what's his face, the 2 cops from Reno 911.
Sure,
it's like
sure.
it's done by them. It's written
it-
and directed by them.
Is it Dangle and Junior?
Yeah.
Yes, I love those two.
It's
Ben
it's
Garrett
those
and Thomas
two.
Lennon.
What's his face that you like the Kumar Habji or whatever his name is?
Yeah,
He's in-
Kumail Kunani.
Yeah, he's in it. Like it's just full of comedians, and
Oh, that
it's
sounds
funny.
great.
It's terrible, but it's funny. I mean, it's like to me it felt like a Comedy Central movie, like a TV movie that they did for it.
Is he a cool priest?
Yeah. But there's a lot
So-
of annoying things into it. Like they go to because they're in the South.
Was it based on Rosemary's Baby? Were they making Rosemary's Baby jokes?
Yes, I don't know.
Probably not.
Did you not watch Rosemary's Baby?
You didn't
Oh,
watch
it's
that
got
with
Jason
us?
Mantzoukas. He's my
Ah.
favorite. Is he in it?
of all time.
I love Jason.
I don't
Mantzoukas.
remember him being into it.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
maybe he's behind the scenes.
He was the baby.
Oh my God, Junior without sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Garrett.
They both play like these badass priests from the Vatican. But there's a really annoying scene because they're in the South and they go to like some sandwich place that's really popular in the South, like where you get po' boys or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And they're eating these sandwiches and
I
like
like
they
these
just
too.
keep
They're
focusing
funny.
on them eating them and being like, and you just hear like drinking
hate
and like
the
burping and
noises.
farting and like that's just a scene for a good 5 minutes of them doing that over and over.
Oh, it's got
Oh, it's got what's his
Jordan-
nose?
yeah.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Jordan Key.
Jordan
No,
Key.
Keegan Michael Key.
Keegan Michael Keegan.
Keegan Michael
Who
Pete,
is hilarious.
Jordan Peele.
There you go.
All
He,
of them.
he lives
I
in
get
their
him all.
house.
That took quite a few names to get right.
He lives in
I
their
love
house.
that.
He lives in their house, but he's their neighbor. Like
Okay.
that's how he and he's always just appears out of nowhere.
Oh.
It's
So-
funny. That's
it
about
Rob
So you give it
Hubel?
what, 8
Those
out of
two
10?
dudes
Rob
go
Hubel.
up.
9 out of 10.
These
Yeah.
two dudes play cops that are in it.
I love him.
Paul Scheer and
Paul
Rob
Scheer.
Hubel.
It was,
Everybody's in it. Jeez.
it's funny. It's
Rob Hubel is funny too. Yeah, I
He's
like him.
good.
There's a ton of comedians in
Yeah.
there.
yeah. It's
They
just
all
a
got
comedy.
together for a week and they're like, let's
Yeah.
make
Yeah,
Oh,
Let's
baby.
make a fun like a horror movie that's
Yeah.
stupid.
cheap and
yeah.
easy and stupid. Yeah.
So that's what you got, and it was
Okay.
okay. I gave it a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10.
8
I
plus.
told you.
In your book.
Everything is a 4 or a 5.
For anything below 5 is awful.
And everything above is awesome.
Is awesome. That's what you
Okay.
need to know. And so it's right there at.
So it's okay.
It's on the
You
borderline.
wanted more. You wanted it to be funnier.
there could have been funnier parts.
Right.
than
Was it
was.
because of the cast you were like who was involved with it?
Yeah.
You're expecting a little more out of it, maybe.
No,
Women.
not really. There's some of the like things aren't very funny that they're trying to make funny.
Yeah, that happens.
It happens.
But it was
happens.
fun.
Thank you, Tom.
What else did you see, Jared?
Anything?
Wow, muted.
Did
And then I watched. Oh, what else? I watched Machete Kills.
Machete.
It's so Machete Kills was awful, really, really awful.
Wait,
but
4 stars?
Charlie Sheen is
5 out of 10.
Oh my god.
5 out of 10.
Oh my god.
Because it's supposed to be awful. The whole point of it is that it's supposed to be terrible.
So was Hobo with the Shotgun, and that was a negative score
Is
for
Machete
me.
Kills the sequel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was
Yes.
good?
So do you have to have seen the
Lady
first one
Gaga's
to get
awful into it. No, not really.
it? Lady Gaga's awful.
Yeah.
What did I say?
I don't
She
know.
plays one of the parts of this dude called the Chameleon who can change faces, which it starts out as
La Chameleon.
I can't even remember the dude's name.
Is that Amber Heard?
Amber
I have
Heard
no
is going to
idea.
marry Johnny Depp.
Oh, good.
She's 27.
But Cuba
he's
Gooding
like 90.
Jr., Antonio Banderas. But it's
And Sofia
I
Vergara.
don't speak English very well.
not at all.
I love her.
You
Those-
can't
those seem
understand the
accurate.
fuck she says.
Are boob guns a good way to aim a
No,
gun?
somehow they aim good, but they clearly don't because they're out here like this.
She's
and they're
got-
shooting straight.
She's
at
got
them.
the wonky-eyed
No
boobs.
logic.
and they're
right?
mini Gatling guns. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And, like how they work
So where
is
does it
beyond
all
me.
come from? Because it's
Apparently
all
she has
boob
no
under
boob
there. Yeah,
because-
apparently it's like boob gum for people.
They're
with
called her
boob-
double
boob-
D's.
Was
course they
was
are.
Mel Gibson awesome?
Yes, actually, he plays the villain who's a Star Wars like mega fan, like evil genius.
That is
so everything
great.
in his lair is like Star Wars related. Like
That's awesome.
Like the little go kart that they're cruising around the whole fortress in is a little mini land speeder,
that almost sounds
and
worth
like the
watching.
steering wheel. And he's just talking to him like, yeah, I want you to do blah, blah, blah.
That's great.
That actually
It's-
sounds really cool. That
And always shows the
Aspect.
preview for the next
Yeah.
movie before the movie, and it's Machete Kills again in space.
Oh dear.
So that's what I mean. Like the Machete Kills, the Machete movies are supposed to be terrible. It's supposed to be that grindy house
sure.
Sure,
awfulness.
sure.
But there's a lot of funny bits to it, and then a lot of just stupid shit.
Yeah.
That is
Put it in
that
here
it's
eloquently.
what it's supposed to be. It's supposed
Do you
to be.
need
Are
to
those
see
lightsaber,
Machete
machetes?
before you see Machete
No, he
Kills?
said you don't.
No?
You don't really need to because that's
I'm gonna see
it's pretty much the same movie.
Okay.
But I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds
is
like
that-
a good 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Is that everything that we've seen? I
Yes.
think it is.
Yes.
Oh, that's real Star Wars. Oops.
Okay, so news.
Don't you pull a Nathan?
Yeah.
Well, the big news this
Oh
week.
yeah, what's the news?
Tarantino's script. The
Cancel
Hateful
it.
Eight.
Guys, have
Sorry. Damn
The
it. I was trying to get ready
Hateful
for the end of the show. Sorry.
The Hateful Eight got
Canceled.
leaked
Leaked.
Yeah.
So he's suing him, right?
He's suing a subsidiary of Gawker.
for
is what-
putting it out.
Yeah, because he put up like cease and desist, and they wouldn't take it down, and so he's suing for I don't remember exactly how it was worded, but
Some million.
That's
Yeah.
really sad though, because the cast that they had picked out, but
It
at
was
least
really far along. It hadn't been obviously filmed yet,
that's
but
really frustrating.
yeah,
So,
but didn't he cast like some really, really old guy?
Bruce Dern.
yeah.
And apparently, it
From
was
Nebraska.
Bruce Dern's. That was the script. He sent out 6 scripts, and apparently it was the one he sent to Bruce Dern, which got
Ended
out.
up at his publicist.
Ended up-
or
his publicist did it.
Yeah.
Is what this is who
Yeah,
Bruce
Bruce
Dern is.
Okay.
Yeah, he's old now. He used to
Yeah.
be young.
Oh, did he used to be young? I have no idea.
Tell us
Yeah.
more.
You probably
Spoilers!
spoilers. You probably remember him from such greats as Silent Running.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good one.
He may have been in. Did you have any kind of crickets? He was
Yes.
Silent Runnings. He was in that Steven Spielberg's movie. That first.
Nice,
Wow.
genius, Kimberly.
Okay. No one knows who Bruce. He's not.
Go on.
But he's in Nebraska, the new movie Nebraska.
Ah, yes, Nebraska.
He's nominated for an Oscar.
Crickets again?
Nebraska.
Yeah, he's up for an Oscar.
Are they
Yeah.
like corn huskers or
No, they're from Billings,
Okay.
Montana.
Oh, okay.
Here's I'm just doing a quick news scan while you guys are talking, and now Gawker is actually accusing Tarantino of making this
PR
thing
stunt.
into a whole PR stunt.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe it is, but who?
But I heard that he was canceling the whole movie, though.
He was.
Yeah.
He
He said
says
he was just
may-
going to release it as a book
Yeah,
now.
he's gonna just make it a novel. He says, but
My
And-
guess is that it has to go to novel, like, maybe.
Well,
That's
and
so
also
sad.
I heard that
Yeah.
he said I've got like 12 other
yeah, he's like, I've
projects
got a whole
just
bunch of
ready
stuff
to go.
ready to go, and
So
Yeah.
maybe.
it takes him years to get a film out. When he does, it's usually quite good, if not great. I like his stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does he look like a pre-old man? Like, does he look? Does he have? He has a face of a
He's got
70-year-old
Benjamin
already.
Button syndrome.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
He looks like a pedophile.
He looks like a baby
Thomas
old
is
man.
right.
A baby
Poor-
old man.
The poor guy has decided all he wants in life is to be an actor, and
And he's just not.
his talent is
God
in writing
damn,
and
it's not
directing.
good,
And
yeah.
every time he shows himself on screen, the movie
It's the
just
worst
goes
part of the movie.
Crash.
Yeah.
What about From Dusk Till Dawn?
That wasn't terrible.
He
and
didn't
that-
write that though.
He
I
wrote
know,
it.
but he was
didn't direct
pretty
it.
He
good
didn't direct,
acting
it was
into it.
Rodriguez, right?
He was fine.
He made
in
a
it.
good
Rodriguez.
rapist.
Part of what he did well. He does do the
Creepy.
creepy guy really well.
Yeah.
What about his amazing Australian accent?
Oh God, are you kidding me?
That's probably the highlight of the film for me.
That is definitely
That's
the
the worst.
highlight.
Good day, Django!
Hi.
Oi.
Oi, we'll sell this dynamite then.
So bad.
Do you think he knows?
Oh, he's got to know. Are you kidding me?
I don't
Maybe
know.
not. I
Maybe-
wonder. I feel like
maybe
people
there's
around.
no
like-
way he's like
he
that
hasn't
arrogant
really-
that's like, that was spot on. I only need one take. One take for me. Come on, guys. Why can't you do this?
What
Maybe, but then why does he end up with the shitty takes he's got? You know, like
He's got too many people around him that won't tell him the
Yeah.
truth anymore. I
No,
think
guys, you
is
don't
what's going on.
understand. That was the best take they could get.
exactly.
I think that's
Exactly.
true. I think he just wants to be in it. It doesn't even matter if he's
Can't-
good or
why
not. I
can't
think he just wants
why
to be
can't,
in
why
it.
can't he
be
just
like
Peter-
Alfred Hitchcock, you know,
Yeah.
where he just
Yeah.
kind of walks on by?
Yeah.
Yeah,
some
or
dude in the
Peter
background.
Jackson it.
Yeah.
Like, just,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
some character
Or-
that you see for a second. And then
Or
he's gone.
what's his face from
M. Night
Sin
Shyamalan
City
it.
gets killed in all the movies.
Yeah, that would be great.
Ra-
That would be cool.
what is his name?
Michael
Rodriguez?
Rodriguez.
No, it's-
Robert Rodriguez.
I was talking about the writer.
Oh.
Sorry, not the director.
Or he could be
Oh,
like Michael
um,
Bay and just not be in the movie. At
Yeah,
all.
there's
Michael
that.
Bay was in Transformers 1.
God, Michael Bay's
What?
the worst
He was?
director ever.
When Megatron's getting up after getting slapped, he's like, disgusting, and he
Oh, he
flicks the
flicks.
little guy. That's Michael Bay getting flicked.
Shut the fuck up, Thomas.
Wow. They've leaked pictures of the Ninja Turtles. Did you see that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Do they look like legitimately cool?
Wait,
They
is that
look-
for real though?
Yeah.
'Cause we checked
it's-
it out, but we didn't know.
Yeah,
if it
we
was
didn't know
real.
They've got pictures with him, like with these
Okay, we'll have
little
hold on.
mold
Yeah.
things.
Hold
They
on.
look almost like he just like he's taking off from the third Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah.
Like they have a picture of Leonardo and he's
They actually have a leak of Halloween costumes too.
Is this it?
Are any of those it?
No.
Is
Keep
that
going,
it?
keep
That
going.
looks sad.
Yeah,
There's that
it's
sad
like the
one.
look
Keep
beat.
going.
Oh, right. And
Did you see that little sad one?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, she looks like a ninja
I'm afraid to
turtle.
say anything because otherwise
So she's
that
about to go pee in
Thomas
her
shut
pants.
the fuck up.
Those
these
guys-
are. No, I'm kidding, Thomas.
No, it's okay.
All right, it's okay. No one gives a
Not
shit.
seeing
Yeah,
it
it's
here.
gonna be a
What
crap
else?
movie anyways.
We're all gonna go see it,
These look kind of like it.
then we're all gonna be disappointed.
and we're all gonna be
No, I
disappointed.
mean, I'm just saying this is kind of what we saw earlier.
It's never
Oh.
gonna be as good as the first Ninja Turtles
No.
movie.
They actually
Absolutely.
Raphael's the only one that looked really cool.
They
Let's
look all
see.
the same besides the
Ninja
color.
They
Alright.
changed them up. Like they've actually got kind of outfits.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's stupid. What else?
Yeah, this one, the one.
Broken Lizard.
No, the A Million Ways to
Oh.
Die.
Yeah,
in
we're-
the
yeah.
West.
So Seth MacFarlane has made
Yeah.
a comedy called A Million Ways
Comedy
to Die in
Western.
the West. It's a comedy western, and he just like recently tweeted out pictures of the
Yeah.
cast.
All the characters, the actors in there.
From the guy who
Yeah.
brought you Ted,
Which
A
was
Million
great.
Ways to Die in the West. Here is
Yay!
Hung Like an Outlaw.
Liam
Liam Neeson
Neeson.
is associated with this.
Liam's Neeson's in it.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson.
My
He's my
Neeson's.
favorite.
Sarah Silverman's associated with
Westward
this.
Ho.
NPH.
Sean Patrick
That's
Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris.
He's a lady
And
tickler.
what's
Giovanni Ribisi.
that's him. I can never
Yay.
say
who
his
was
name
quite
right.
good in
Virgin
Ted,
Territory.
yeah. He was my favorite part of Ted, actually.
his dancing was amazing.
And Amanda Seyfried.
Gold digger.
And Charlize
She's got
Theron.
smoking guns like Sofia Vergara.
Yeah.
she's gonna be the shooter.
Wow, Seth
And
MacFarlane's actually
he'll
going to
be
be
in it.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna act.
And I think
I think he's good. I like him, and
Yeah.
he's a great singer. I don't know if he's gonna sing in his comedy western, but
But
would
he
be
has
a
he
big fan.
actually acted?
he's actually okay on
He's a
stage.
great
I've seen
performer.
him- like he's
I've never
actually
seen-
quite a performer. It's surprising. So
Yeah,
I have high hopes.
He hosted some show, some big award show.
The Oscars.
Oh, is that
was it the Oscars?
that award show.
And he gets up and he's just like, "Hey," and he starts dancing and singing, and I was just like, "Wow!"
He's
I didn't know he
pretty-
was. I thought he was just a writer. I thought he was just some.
I just thought he was
all the
Peter
voices. He
Griffin.
did all the voices in Family Guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he does voice stuff.
Well, he
but
does
No,
voices,
well,
that's what I
if
mean.
you watch any of the Family Guy, he loves old movies, like on the road
he's
movies.
great. He's talented.
And he loves musicals. You can tell, like,
Yeah,
easily.
definitely.
And he sings a lot in the old Family
Yeah.
Guy. I don't know about it anymore because
Yeah.
I
He's
stopped
got a
watching
pretty
it
decent
after.
voice.
He's
he
got
still
a great
he still
voice.
sings from time to time, Thomas. Every once in a while. Not nearly as much as he used to, though.
All right.
that looks really good, though. I'm excited. I want
Tell
to
me
see
about
it.
Broken Lizard, Thomas. What's a
Um,
broken lizard?
What is that?
It's the studio
This-
that made a movie
The
that everyone likes.
Super
Troopers.
Super Trooper guys.
Ah.
And apparently, I don't know the reasons why. Maybe they just can't get it funded, but they're going to go to a Kickstarter, I guess, to
That's
get
the way to
Super
go,
Troopers
honestly.
2 funded. So any of you who are big fans, because I know quite a few, check it out on, this Kickstarter.
I never saw the first one. How is Super Troopers?
It's pretty funny. I like it.
Jared's looking at me like, good job. Good choice, Lewis.
No, he's not. It's more like disbelief.
I'm looking at you like, what?
I can send it home with you if
no,
you'd like.
it's
Is it worth my time?
I think so.
yeah, definitely.
It's really funny.
You watched Hobo with a Shotgun. You can watch this.
Well,
Yeah.
I can certainly
yeah.
sit through it. That's not the question. Is the should
No,
I sit
it's
through
actually.
I think it's worthwhile. I probably watched it about 20 times. It's pretty good.
I'll watch it again.
It's got some good
I
lines.
forgot.
All right, send it home with me.
Okay.
I forgot a lot of
Don't let me forget because I'll forget.
I'll
God.
forget.
It's Actually, the first
I love this
first
scene.
quarter of it's the best
Yeah,
part of the
definitely.
movie.
The opening 10 minutes, the opening scene is great, but the opening 10 minutes is great.
That's schnozberry.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is
And
this is a great scene.
They
first-
actually
yeah.
did
Yeah,
that
the
with real
gross-
syrup.
Ugh.
He did like
First-
3 takes of it chugging that syrup bottle for real.
They probably all got diabetes.
I was just gonna say they
He's got
probably
the
had
sugars.
yeah, they went into some sugar that day.
Holy
This is a funny scene. I loved that scene. The
yeah, we'll watch it.
bulletproof.
You're sick.
You guys are sick. Bulletproof cod pieces.
About the first half, and then towards the end of the movie,
Yeah,
kind of
drags.
off.
The beginning of the third act kind of
I'm
drags
gonna
for a
butter
while.
your bread.
Yeah.
Oh God, please, Ursula!
It's always a problem for me though when the movie crashes at the end. I don't want it to do that.
It doesn't really.
Car ramrod. We're ramrod.
It doesn't really. It kind of. I don't know. It just loses its fun that it did in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Meow.
Are you saying now?
You like it. You like this movie. What about the Ghost in the Shell? What's that about?
What the hell?
Ghost in the Shell is it's a really popular manga / anime. And,
I've seen a few.
It's
mangas.
actually been around since the 80s. The manga.
That's when I saw it,
And
yeah.
What's it called?
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell.
And it's about a special unit. It takes place in the future. A police unit that deals with crimes that have to do with technology.
Okay.
And that means computers, robots, and it's really fascinating actually. Like
Lord.
there's some decent action in it, but it's just the world they live in as far as how much people rely on computers and technology and how people abuse that. At times it can get really deep. There's actually a few different series. There's a handful of movies based off of it. It's been around for decades, obviously. So I'm actually surprised that DreamWorks wants to make a live film out of it, to be completely honest.
Is that what they're
Wow.
doing? They want to make a live action?
Yep. And let me see. Rupert Sanders wants to be helming it, and then the writers by William Wheeler. I don't know if those names ring a bell in your guys' giant movie brains, but
don't.
That is a big gun. I'll tell you that.
yeah.
Good
And
Lord.
like I said, there's a lot of different art styles, storytelling styles, but it's generally based around one team, and the main female that you see a lot in these pictures is kind of a
This gal?
robot cyborg kind of chick. But
I mean, me personally, I would make my robot cyborg hot as shit too, just for the hell of it. She's good looking.
Well, people want to read about pretty girls, right?
Absolutely,
That's why we have pretty superheroes and
That's cool.
everything else.
that is cool.
Yeah, no, they've got.
That's
lot
how
of
her
really
brain
cool
comes apart.
effects.
That's really cool.
Well, there's different robots. There's some people are like have an arm that's synthetic.
Okay,
and,
gotcha.
Yeah, and they what's kind of fun is they are kind of a unit, so they're investigating
cool.
how
Look at
people commit these crimes using weird technology and modified technology. So it's not just a bunch of shooting and action with robots. It's them actually kind of living in this high technology world.
Oh,
and
weird, crazy.
yeah,
Do you get this on Netflix?
I have at one point maybe. It comes and it goes. It's huge. There's sometimes I think I've seen the movie on there. There's like I said like 3
I know
movies.
Hulu Plus has it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's and it's kind of hard to recommend any one thing because the series the movies vary. So if you get a chance, you can check it out. It can, for some people, it starts a little slow because it is not what you expect.
It's a lot more serious and adult than you think, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember reading them and watching the first ones back in like the 80s or whenever they were, and they were really cool. They're very cybernetic, and there's one guy that has like, he looks so much like a robot. He has like antenna and shit that come off his head.
And then you get to see kind of the way people modify their bodies, where like you could go with the typical movie where they're a big war machine, or you have those guys who are in their mom's basements and half their heads screen or antennas or something weird. it's just it's a weird culture, and it's kind of cool to see like how the world's changed.
Yeah.
But no,
And they're thinking of making it live action.
yeah.
Huh. Oh.
So I was kind of like, oh, that could easily go really badly, but then again,
we'll see.
yeah.
We'll see. Oh, sorry. We'll see if that works out. It'd be cool if it did.
No, yeah.
Anyway, so anything else?
Not this time, no.
Okay. So should we go to homework? What's homework? Oh, it's mine.
Your turn.
I assigned Robot and Frank. What'd you guys
Yeah,
think?
not Frank and Robot. Sorry, Jared. I hope you found it all right.
Yeah, I knew what it was.
Jared's like, it's just not there. It's
Not far
not
enough.
I tried Googling it.
So I assigned this because the year it came out, I made a list of my favorite movies of the year, and I put it on Facebook, and I had a friend write back and go, how'd you not include Robot and Frank on your list? I mean, this movie's awesome, and you didn't even include it. And I was like, well, I haven't seen it. So I finally saw it, and I'd like to see what you guys thought, or hear what you guys thought.
You saw it before you assigned it, or you saw it when you assigned it?
I
Okay.
watched it with you. I had
Okay.
not seen it when I assigned it.
I watched it last night, and I loved it. I thought it was really good. It was a little slow, but I thought for a movie that's about an old dude and a robot, did not see this plot line coming at all.
Yeah.
I can say that Liv Tyler's character completely annoyed the shit out of me.
I think she was meant to.
Bye, robot!
I hated
Is that
her.
your favorite spot?
Yeah.
Bye, robot!
I hate just like robots are really bad. By the way, I used it to clean your house for you last night. But robots are terrible. I hated her. I hated everything about her character. She didn't. I don't know. I don't know if anyone could have done it better. I just hated the way that character was written, and she performed it fine, but I hated that character. So annoying. But yeah, it's great. I thought it was great.
What about the rest of you?
He was great.
I watched it. And
Marsden?
What'd you give it, Jared? 4 out of 10 or 5 out of 10?
1 out of 10.
You're
Uh-oh.
freaking kidding
I
me.
love this movie. I gave it a 9 out
Oh
of
my
10.
god, I was like, 1?
No,
This-
You watched Machete Kills and you gave this a 1?
You gave it a 9 out of 10?
I gave it a 9 out of
Yeah,
10.
I gave it a 4, yeah.
enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. The whole dementia thing setting in with him. Like,
Yeah.
you were like, oh man, this dude's dying.
I liked this scene out for no like
The end of the movie, I really missed the robot.
Yeah.
I must say, I felt really bad that he didn't have it when he sees
yeah, and he sees everyone else have it. Now, one thing I couldn't figure out, why couldn't he have his robot anymore?
Because he might abuse it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
He
it.
might use it for the wrong reason.
Okay, all right. That's what I was.
Tendency to.
That's what I was
take
figuring,
things
but
too
I
far.
for whatever reason, I couldn't.
I would
put it
also
together.
argue that he didn't want a robot. He wanted his robot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he had to have that one wiped clean. So
I really loved the fact that every time someone touched him, warning,
Please
don't molest
do not molest me.
Because he told him to do that. He
Yeah,
says
yeah.
when someone tries to do that, tell him, warning.
Yeah.
Self-
there's the-
self-destruct
no,
No,
sequence.
but whenever
Before
just
that,
naturally,
he
it's
was programmed
to
to
be
say,
like, "Do not touch me."
Yeah,
do,
do
or
not
do not
molest
molest
me.
me.
Do not molest
That little
me.
kid pushes it. Don't molest me.
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was great too. There's a couple different spots where I laughed right out
Yeah.
loud on it. It was good.
I gotta tell you guys, when I saw the meals that the robot was
Ah.
preparing, I was like, I want a robot.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I would eat so well if I had a fucking robot making meals like that
Yeah.
for me.
Maybe-
every day.
Make me lasagna.
Yeah.
She just makes
Oh.
It was the machine. It's just like it took
She
me an
was the
hour, and
one.
I'm like, that looked like chili from a can
Yeah.
dumped on spaghetti.
Yeah.
Like it
No,
was
they weren't even spaghetti.
noodles,
They were,
yeah.
The big
Penne.
Penne,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but to think, I don't know, like he brings in this new the robot brings in new
Yeah.
vitality, new life. He wants